Summer did not get shorter. So why did June vanish? One minute you are opening the windows for the first warm evening, and the next you are staring at school supplies in a store that seems wildly early.
The calendar says the season lasted the same number of days.
Your memory says it barely arrived.
There are at least two useful ways to think about that feeling.
One is simple proportional math. The other is the way a season gets stored in memory.
Neither is a complete scientific explanation by itself, but together they give us a practical question. How can we make a stretch of time feel more distinct without turning life into a project plan? Start with a proportional idea. When you are 10, 1 year is 1/10 of the life you have lived. When you are 40, 1 year is 1/40th. A 3-month summer is therefore a much larger slice of your accumulated experience at 10 than at 40. That ratio is real arithmetic, and it gives language to a common intuition. Each new year occupies a smaller fraction of the story behind you. But be careful with the leap from arithmetic to psychology. Your brain is not known to divide every season by your age and then set a speedometer. The fraction is a metaphor for scale, not a proven clock mechanism. It can describe why later years may feel compressed, without proving what causes the feeling. Now add a second distinction. Time can feel one way while you are living it, and another way when you look back. A slow Tuesday afternoon can drag, yet the entire month can seem to disappear in retrospect. That is not a contradiction. In the moment, attention follows effort, waiting, heat, boredom, or excitement. Looking back, the mind has to rebuild the interval from what remains available. If many days share the same commute, the same room, and the same scroll before bed, they may blend together. The season was not empty. It simply has fewer obvious boundaries when recalled. This is where novelty enters, but it deserves careful wording. One plausible explanation is that unusual or meaningful experiences can leave more distinct memory markers than repeated routines. A first kayak trip, the smell of peaches at a roadside stand, or a thunderstorm during Maya's backyard dinner, gives the mind something specific to retrieve. Later, an interval with more distinguishable moments may feel fuller than one represented by a handful of similar scenes. That does not mean novelty is a settled cause of why summer feels shorter. Time perception and memory are shaped by attention, emotion, stress, sleep, health, culture, and life stage, among other factors. Novelty is a useful lever to test, not a universal law, and not a guarantee. The practical goal, then, is not to pack every weekend. A crowded calendar can create motion without creating distinction. The better target is contrast. Give the season a few edges that one week cannot easily borrow from another. You can do that with 4 kinds of memory markers. First, name a beginning. Choose a small ritual that tells your mind this season has started. It might be breakfast outside on the first Saturday, a swim after work, or one photograph from the same bridge at sunset. The ritual does not need to be impressive. Its job is to create a boundary. Second, add 1 first, not 10. Try one unfamiliar recipe. Walk one street you have never taken. Learn the name of one constellation, or visit one nearby town. Expensive travel is optional. Newness can fit inside an ordinary radius. The important part is that the experience differs enough from routine to earn its own label. Third, leave a tiny retrieval cue. After a day you want to keep, write 3 lines. Where you were, 1 sensory detail, and who was there. Not a polished journal entry. Just enough information to reopen the scene. Public pool. Hot concrete after rain. Maya laughing because the vending machine ate her coin. 3 lines can separate one Saturday from 7 others. Fourth, make an ending visible. At the end of each week, ask one question. What happened this week that could not be copied into the week before? If the answer is nothing, do not judge the week. Choose one modest contrast for the next one. If the answer is something, name it. Recalling a marker soon after it happens may help you notice the shape of the season while you are still inside it. There is also a trap here. If you chase memorable moments too aggressively, you can spend the experience monitoring whether it is memorable. The camera roll grows while attention shrinks. So use markers lightly. One deliberate moment per week is enough for an experiment. Let the rest of the days remain ordinary. Ordinary time is not failed time. Summer may feel shorter, partly because each season becomes a smaller fraction of a longer life. It may also look shorter in memory, when familiar days leave fewer distinct retrieval points. The first idea is proportional intuition. The second is a bounded possibility, not settled causation. What you can control is simpler. Create a few honest boundaries, a few small firsts, and a few cues your future self can find. Pick one marker for this week and give it a name before the season moves on.